I will be right back. Hold on one second. Oh, I don't know if it's going to let me. I'm hoping this is going to work. We'll see. Hold on one second. I hope it doesn't screw me up. I didn't get what I needed to get in here, and I think I screwed up. Let me see if I can add. Yep, hold on one second here. I'll get right with you guys. Welcome to the show, everyone. 1 second until I get this going here. One of my pages did not go. And I've got to give it a second before I can get started. So give me 1 second here. Here we go. All right, we'll get everything going here in 1 second. A little technical hiccup. Good evening, Patriots, and welcome to another episode of the Conservative Viewpoint. I'm your host, Charlie, the Country Conservative. Tonight, we dive into a topic that has plagued our nation's capital for far too long, the corruption in Washington, D.C. For decades, we've watched our elected officials who are supposed to serve the people have instead served themselves and their wealthy donors. The swamp in D.C. is deeper and murkier than ever, filled with lobbyists, bureaucrats, and career politicians who prioritize their own interests over those hardworking Americans. We see it in the influence of dark money, where billionaires and special interest groups pour millions into their campaigns, expecting favors in return. We see it in the revolving door between government and big business, where former officials become lobbyists and vice versa, ensuring that the system remains rigged against the average citizen. But tonight, I want to remind you that we are not powerless. Our voices matter. Our votes matter. We must demand accountability and transparency from our leaders. We must support candidates who committed to draining the swamp and restoring integrity to our government. As we approach this upcoming election in November, let's stay vigilant and informed. Let's hold our representative to the highest standards and remind them that they work for us, not the other way around. Together, we can reclaim our government and ensure that it truly serves the people. Stay strong, stay united, and let's continue to fight for the values that make our country great. This is the Conservative Viewpoint. I am Charlie, the Country Conservative, and the show begins now. Welcome, everyone, to the show. I had a little hiccup right before we got started. My favorite Wimpkin didn't load up, but hey, Pat, Cecil, Dennis, Vix, they're Vix in the house. Everybody's coming in. Had a little technical issue. Got it fixed pretty quick, though. I had to have Wimpkin up. It's my favorite peeps right there. Had to get everybody in here, so we got another great show for you guys tonight. Videos, more questions that need to be answered. Like, what do the Democrats have up their sleeve and when? Or are we going to see World War III? Those are two questions that we not got to try to answer tonight. So, let me got to get this here. I left my little self a little note. So I don't have to keep repeating everywhere I'm at. There's all my information for all my social media sites. Please go to them and share, like, subscribe, whatever it is, wherever you're going to tune in from. And I recommend you go into wimpkin.com, though. Downloading the app, or if you have a PC like me, just go on and sign in, log in, make an account. Find me under Country Conservative. And join us in chat, because we get into a lot of stuff. Hey, there's Jeff and John, Jerry. Hey, Jerry. We get into a lot of stuff. We get into great conversations in chat. You guys don't want to miss it, because November's right around the corner, people, and we've got to wake people up. I say this in every video because why? Because it's true. This is something we can't just sit back, relax, and just say, well, everything's cool. It's only Kamala Harris. No, we got the corrupt Democrats we're going up against. And that is the important part, because they cheat. That is the problem with what's going on right now. And I think we touch into this too a little bit. I can't remember everything because I was trying to put the show together for tomorrow too, which I didn't get to. I was getting some disaster factor stuff going. And who would have thought holding politicians a high standard? Yeah, strange figure, ain't it, Dennis? But this is what we got to go over. We've got to answer these questions because the Democrats are up to something, and it's not pretty. They've got something deeper, darker in store. It's going to be worse than the 2020 election steal. And this is something we've got to get going. And that's why I continue to tell you, and I'll probably continue to tell you this all the way up till November. Because every single person that we can get to wake up and make sure they vote for Trump is one step closer to winning this election and holding these Democrats accountable for the corruption that they've been going through the past 4+ years. We'll never account for all these years, but at least we can hold them accountable for what they've done when they installed Biden in as the installed president of this country, the miserable administration that they are. But with that being said, we're going to get this show on the road. Now, I thought this was a little joke when I saw this article. And guess it was not a joke. But Trump's been bashing her about not having a policy page in her website. So what's he do? Whoops, let me get this off here now. If you guys got this, if you don't have my information, I'll put it up later for you. I got to get to where I need to be. And why didn't it go off? There it goes. And I need to get down to where we're going to start here. Because I thought it was a joke, and Trump said, well, she doesn't have a page showing her faults or showing any of her policies. So Trump decided to make one up for her. And I thought it was a joke, but take a look at this. Now, if you see this, I put this in there. And there is actually, and you know what I can do here? Let me do this. But that is the website that you see on there. That is an actual website. You go to it and check it out. And I am going to do this real quick. And I'm going to share a screen for you real quick. There's no sound to it, so I don't need to worry about that. But okay. This is her webpage. Or this is Trump's webpage for her. And I thought it was a joke, but no, he actually did it. He's actually showing her accomplishments or her policies. And if you can get a chance to go to it and check them out. They actually set up a page talking about her accomplishments, and these are not too good of compliments. And her accomplishments. So take a look at it for yourselves. This is an actual page. It's hilarious. And it shows exactly who she is, who she was, and who she still is today. So you might want to take a look at that. All right, back to the pretty face right here. But I thought that was crazy that Trump actually did that and made this website up for her, this page. It's hilarious. I love it. All right, one down. Now, what was this one? Now, this was the article that I had before that. It says Kamala Harris doesn't have a policy page, so Trump created her one. That was the one, and I should have switched that around first, but I already told you that part. So he actually did create her one. So that was great. What the hell did I just wipe off? Okay, now I got something for you guys. Have you ever seen Kamala Harris's stepdaughter or step whatever it is? Because I'm not real sure. But people were talking about Harris's woke stepdaughter ripped over weird display of affection with her dad during the DNC. Well, they're all weird. They want us to call Trump and Vance weird. Well, this doesn't beat anything yet. So take a look at this and tell me what it is, girl, boy, or otherwise. Take a look at this.
The economic speech she gave was a major disaster when she had to make an actual decision about her vice president, passing over Josh Shapiro for Tim Walz. I believe also a disaster. So they know their strategy. Let the American.
What is that? Does that look a little strange to you guys? Let me get over here to my I was trying to figure out how come the morning show was on. Well, oh, is that what it was showing? Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know why I had to redo the stream. So I got to you guys, though, John. Tammy's here. I see Tammy now. Lee, what's up, Lee? A few of us were in the morning show. It's live now. Well, I don't know what the hell, how that went live. I was on this one, and Wimpkin didn't come up. So I had to go out and get everything back in. Well, at least you got to check out the morning show because you guys are still sleeping or at work. Lee. Jerry is quite the gentleman. Yeah. And they are cheaters. That's an understatement. Liberal, the loonies. Oh, that's another good picture, Jerry. My feed keeps buffering. Well, mine's not. Thank you, Vic, again. You're running the morning show live, too. Are you serious? Is it still running? I don't know what the hell happened. DC has a steal win. They don't go to jail. You're right there, John. Did y'all see Chase's post this evening about his about the fentanyl stuff, Tina? What we got here? Madeline. Hi, Madeline. I'm getting down through here. Running a little behind checking everything out here. Let me look at Jerry's pictures here. Wall bad, wall good. Exactly right. Less than 40% of students graduated from public school knowing how to read. I know. Math is getting worse, too. Kakamala probably stole him, too, just like Backdoor Barry and Big Mike. Yep. How the hell is that? Oh, no. I don't know how to get that off of there right now. I didn't think I could run 2 live streams at the same time with this thing, so on a loop. Uh-oh. Well, I do not know how to fix that one for right now, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to let it run. But this is kind of messed up. I don't know what she is, what he is, what it is, what her stepdaughter is, but the DNC is a really globalist party. Math is racist. Exactly. Math, reading, writing, and arithmetic are racist because that's why Oregon did away with it in their schools, because black people can't learn because they don't know what a computer is. How the hell are they supposed to learn anything when they don't know what a computer is? And they can't get an ID to go to school anyways. You need an ID and you got to prove you're vaccinated and all that stuff. So they can't do that. So Rebel Checks, is that the new cereal? Jeff. It's Rebel Chicks. All right. Next, we're going to get into if I get rid of her. Now, we know we don't go off of polls or anything like that, right? But polling shows Harris is in lead, but it's flagged by the industry's experts of voter samples. Now, what they're talking about here is all these places, these liberal sites, news media and stuff, they are only polling Democrats instead of everyone. So that's why you're seeing that the polls are screwed up and saying that she's ahead and all this stuff. That's why we don't take them seriously. We use them as a grain of salt just for an idea. But now they're fixing polls, and which they've done in the past too. And we've proven it time and time and again. And how much more do we have to prove? Funny how when Trump was just a billionaire, a real estate mogul. Everyone loved him and wanted to be his friend, and then became president of Republicans, and suddenly everyone hated him and thinks he's the devil. Exactly right. Just like Oprah Winfrey, which I think that's on for tomorrow's show. Winfrey loved that man. She even wrote him a letter. Got a copy of the letter, too. Oh, yeah. It's just someone thinks they're funny, Jeff. Oh, yeah. I can't wait for Vic's show. I forgot to download the cover. We're going to have to, when it starts, I can't wait. Her and Gab's going to be doing a show. I think it's going to be a great show. So whenever she puts out the information, we'll get it out to you. Make sure everybody tunes in for that. That's going to be awesome. The same polls that said Hillary would win by a landslide. Exactly, Lee. They fix these polls every time you turn around. Do you support Tulby Gafford working into my administration? I do. The only thing we can do, Jerry, is watch the outcome of her. If she does a lousy job, or if she looks like she's going to be a rhino, then we just gang up on her and get rid of her. That's all. Not gang up as in fight her or hurt her or something. On here. And we get Trump to get her out of there. That's all. Benny Johnson posted a video asking people, Kamala or Trump. None of the people who answered Kamala could say one thing she's done or give a reason for giving her their vote. Well, that's the thing, Tina, because these people, most of the people say because she's a woman. Some say that she's black. I'm not sure about that either. And some say she's great. She's smart. She's helped this economy the way it is right now. They think it's good. These people are dumb as fuck. And sorry, excuse my language, but they are. I can't help it. But these people cannot seriously look at this economy. Is it on here or is it tomorrow's? I give one away for tomorrow. She plans on taxing people. That's going to raise the taxes up $5 trillion in the next 10 years. That is a shitload of taxes in 10 years to be able to raise the deficit up or to spend or tax us on $5 trillion in 10 years. That's a lot of money. That is going to crash. Every policy or her economic policy is going to crash this country. And people can't see that. I don't know how I don't know how that got mixed up. Shake my head, Fakari. What's going on? ASHM. I don't know how that got on, and I do not know how to stop it right now. That's not mine. Whoa, wait, that says live videos. I don't want to screw up. And I'm not going to wipe us off, but I'll let it play out. It's a repeat. If somebody watches it, that benefits me anyway. So they'll learn what we're talking about right now. Pretty sad that a real president has to stand behind a bulletproof glass to have a rally. Isn't that right, Pat? Will Kennedy join the Trump train tomorrow? I hope so, Jerry. He says he's going to, but you can't trust politicians, period. Only one lady said she's a woman. These others said, duh. One guy said because she's the president. Yeah, these people don't even have a clue, Tina. And that's really sad. If we weren't so particular, we probably would be up by now. Yeah, probably, Vic. But you got to make sure you let us know when you guys are going and doing this live so we can tune in too. The more you tax, the less you get. Exactly right, Jeff. Crashing is all part of their plan. Absolutely, Jerry. They've been planning this from when Trump got into office in 2016. They've been planning this crash. She said 70-80% of income tax will not comply. No, we won't comply, Billy Bob. It's pretty sad when they take enough out of my disability check now, and I could use that money. What the hell? Everybody could use the money. When Trump was in here, we didn't have no problem. We had more money in our paychecks. But these people, these idiots, forget that part. when they had more money and they put gas in their car, it only cost them $25 or $30 to fill up under Trump. Food prices, you could buy everything you wanted to and come out of the store with $100 and a full grocery cart. But they ain't worried about that because they got their food stamps that give them food, unlike us. MAGA's in there. Jeff, if it is never better to have money in the hands of the government than in the hands of the people. Exactly right. Dennis, Kamala said that she's only going to tax working people. Yeah, that's us. Well, I'm disabled, so I can't say that, but most of you guys remember when my 12-second video from Trump Burger was still running for over 22 hours. Oh, geez, it ran that long? I'll shut this off afterwards, but I'm not taking the chance of shutting us down doing that. Call me John. It's okay. All right. Great, John. I got guys from in Facebook, too. I'm going back and forth for. All right. Now, let me get back to here. Where were we at? Okay. This is one Obama Loud's brother Biden. Oh, yeah, brother. He called him Brother Biden at DNC weeks after reported role ousting him for Kamala Harris. And you know I can't stand this sumbitch, but I did have to download this video. It's only 23 seconds because that's about as all I could stomach this man. But take a listen to this.
At a time when the other party had turned into a cult of personality, we needed a leader who was steady and brought people together and was selfless enough to do the rarest thing there is in politics, putting his own ambition aside for the sake of the country.
Now, did you hear that? This man is so pathetic. Saying Biden put his own ambitions aside for the democracy of our country. That man has not done a damn thing for this country except ruin it, destroy it, turn us into a third world country. And I just can't stand Obama at all, the racist pig that he is. You might hit this. All right, I got to explain. John in Facebook. The topic of the show tonight is what are the Democrats up their sleeve for the 2024 election, and when will we see World War III? I had to leave some of this stuff off of here, what I really wanted to call it, because I'm surprised I didn't get suspended or something off of Facebook and YouTube might have. I haven't even checked that yet. But you're not even allowed to talk about the 2024 election because they're booting you off of that. If you go to their AI stuff, what do you call it? There's Copilot, there's Gemini, whatever those things are. If you ask them a question about the 2024 elections, they cannot talk about that. But if you talk anything about Democrat stuff, bring it right up. Anything Democrats say against Trump, they'll bring it right up. But not the 2024 election that has to do with Trump. Nope. They don't allow that. So they are controlling the AI and making it decide what they can talk. They're censoring it. What it can talk about and what it can't talk about. So that's pretty sad when they're censoring an AI thing. That's pretty bad. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched my morning show, I guess it's up. You guys can go watch that too. Vic comes in there. Daniel comes in there. A lot of guys have been coming in there from tonight's show. Is England lost or can they ever get their freedoms back? Oh, no. England is lost. I don't know what the hell's going over there. They're in trouble. They are definitely in trouble. They will do something that's caused a racist thing. They're losing to many black voters. England is losing to everything. Is that a good explanation, John? Brother Biden, oh brother. Exactly, Becky, and welcome, Becky. Facebook won't let me just click in your feed. I have to go to your page now. This is since today. Well, there you go. They're probably banning my ass right now because I put up in there about 2024 election. The Brits have no way to defend themselves. I know that's the problem, Dennis. And they need to, and that's terrible. Don't know what the Democrats have up their sleeve, but I am be willing to bet we all know what's up Big Mike's skirt. Oh, that's funny, Billy Bob. All right, now we got another big mouth Democrat on this deck here. Schumer. Get this one. Schumer condemns anti-Semitism, which is a good thing, right? But blames Trump while anti-Israel agitators burn U.S. flag outside the DNC. How the hell does Trump have anything to do with these people when he hasn't even been in office? But get this. While the anti-Israel agitators rage outside the DNC, Senate Majority Leader says it was former President Trump who peddles anti-Semitic stereotypes. What the hell do they think that their Democrats, the terrorist sympathizers, have been doing ever since those terrorists attacked Israel? They've been backing Hamas, terrorist organization. And what the hell do you expect these people to do? Because they were attacked because they were Jewish. And they're sitting there trying to blame Trump and saying Trump spews this shit out of their mouth. No, nothing but shit spews out of the Democrats' mouth. And I'm sick of hearing it from them. Man, I wish we could get on primetime TV and put it to them. And we could confront them. And those things that put their tail between their legs and run out like little bitches that they are. We are in trouble too. We know they are going to rig 24 because nothing happened to them in 2020. Exactly right, MAGA. Oh, that's a funny one there. Soros is an octopussy. Yeah. I can't watch these Democrat clowns. Exactly, Tammy. I am right there with you, girl, because it's horrible. Bush is definitely part of NWO. I wouldn't doubt it. She was just swinging low. That's big. All right. Wait a minute. Do I have something on that one? Yes, I do. Let me get rid of this Obama shithead. Listen to this on Schumer. On his mouth. Take a listen.
Let me close on a personal note. As the highest ranking Jewish elected official in American history, I want my grandkids and all grandkids to never, never face discrimination because of who they are. But Donald Trump, this is a guy who peddles anti-Semitic stereotypes. He even invited a white supremacist to Mar-a-Lago. Tonight, folks, I am wearing this blue square to stand up to anti-Semitism.
Oh, shut up, you piece of shit. But he fails to mention who gave a eulogy for a white supremacist KKK guy? Oh, yeah, that's right. Joe Biden. They happen to not to mention that stuff. This is the stuff that gets on my nerves that just totally, destroys me. Okay. His daddy started talking about NWO, so he got it from his daddy. Oh, yeah, Schumer needs to learn how to grill burgers before he starts yapping. Exactly right, Jeff. Definitely. Yeah, let me get that piece of shit off of here now. All right. Now, the food industry executives decry Harris's price control plan. Now, I'm going to show you this video. It's easier for him to tell you. This is from CNBC. Believe it or not, I've had to watch a lot of liberal bullshit today to get you guys some good stuff. So he's an ex-CEO of Kellogg talking about Harris's price gouging shit. So take a look at this.
Well, I thought we would have learned by now that price controls do not work. They actually have the opposing effect, which is that they create more inflation, they create shortages, they create a black market. Price gouging is a concept that is very hard to enforce. It almost relies on intimidation, on rhetoric, unless you're going to have an army of people auditing retail stores, auditing online retail. But it's just, it is just rhetoric. I don't believe that they will get price controls through. If they get gouging, maybe they can go out and jail some people who are selling umbrellas for $50 during a rainstorm. But it is an abstract concept and very hard to enforce. And I think, if anything, perhaps it will create some intimidation that we shouldn't be raising prices, but it's not sound policy.
Now, he started off well, but he's right. It's going to destroy prices. But I got to get back to a comment in Facebook real quick. John, no, mate. Let's see. No, mate, you are totally wrong. I am not agreed because Jews are brutal and showing too much brutality over Hamas. I don't know why you called them terrorists. They are innocent. At least raise voices for them in their favor, not in offend. And I'm disappointed to hear that. Okay, now, who are you saying are innocent? Are you saying that Hamas is innocent, John? Please answer me this. Because you are like totally out of your mind if you think Hamas is innocent and that they are not terrorists. They are exactly what Hamas is. They are a terrorist organization. And if you think otherwise, you are definitely on the wrong show. I didn't see any yellow stuff, Dennis. Yeah, Tammy. He needs to. He would be up in flames like crazy. Trump did more. I'm waiting for this guy John in Facebook to answer my question here, because I'm hoping I'm reading it wrong. Trump did more for Israel than any other administration, and all of them promised to recognize Jerusalem, but none did except for Trump. Exactly. Yeah, Schumer, the pin, will stop Hamas. Schumer is a communist piece of shit. He's wassailed his own mother to Hezbollah for his own gain and power. Man, you're in the wrong show, John, because Hamas is sure to hell not innocent. They're terrorist pieces of shit that killed all those Israelis. Why? Because they're Jews. Get the hell out of here. Carlos Black Market racist. Thanks. I was worried about that. Convince you with logic. They paratrooped into Israel. They paratrooped into Israel and just shot up kids and people having a rock concert. And how do you think that doesn't make them a terrorist? Why did they go into Israel? Because they were Jews. You're in the wrong show, buddy. You better get moving. I think that was the best thing they could have done, was move it to Jerusalem. It isn't going after the price gouging. It's going after government control and control of our products. Exactly right, Lee. Bye, John. Go away. There's a guy on Facebook. If you guys see his comment, I'll put it back up here again. And he's sitting there trying to tell me that Hamas is innocent after they parachuted into Israel and shot up all these families sitting around at a rock concert. And he's sitting there saying they're innocent and not terrorists. Oh, my God. If John is on ass book, he probably is an ass hat. Oh, yeah. If he truly believes that, yeah, he definitely came into the wrong show. No, me, you wishful thinkers. No, not that, John. No, he's on Facebook right now, and that's not Eric Von Zipper. No. Oh, sorry, I said Zipper. Hopefully Kamala didn't hear that. Sad but true, Jerry. A young life goes too soon. She has blood on her hands and will have to answer to God. Yep. You got a lot of kinetic energy, lady. Probably okay. Sorry, Charlie. I got riled when I heard you say that John on Facebook said it said Schumer would sell his own mother to Hezbollah for power. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not our John. Yeah, this dude. He definitely came into the wrong show if he believes that Hamas is a terrorist. All right, let's move on. And learner, buddy, and wanted to know the political policies of the globe. So please help me do that. And you know, well, John, first you cannot be believing that Hamas is not terrorist because downright, plain and simple, they are terrorists. No matter what you say, no matter what you hear from the other side or these people that are protesting, Hamas came in there, shot up Israel for no reason, and now Israel is protecting themselves and ridding themselves of terrorists that could do it again. That is fact. So please do not believe what you're hearing. If you believe that, wow, definitely check out another show, please. I don't want to have to get like this, but Hamas is a terrorist company and an organization, and they have been rated a terrorist organization by every other country except Iran, and they're terrorists themselves. Yeah, Mag, I can see that too, but no, it's not our John. I think this guy's going to be all right if he finally realizes that Hamas is a terrorist organization. What's our next thing we got? All right, this one is where I was getting into the show. And it says, pay attention. Democrats just revealed how they will steal the 2024 election in 3 easy steps. Now, this is what I got for you now. Let's see. Let me scroll down here. Step 1. In October of 2021, we finally learned how Joe Biden pulled off his miraculous win. The Huffington Post reported that there was a low-income white voters who gave Joe Biden a win. So that means we've got to get a higher turnout. But they said a higher turnout among low-income voters in 2020. Now they're kind of going both ways on this, and they're not making any sense with that. But they helped deliver victories to Joe Biden and the Democrats in the Senate and the House concluded that waking up the sleeping giant by a poor people's campaign is what helped them. And I guess this is what they're looking for when they're playing Kamala as a basement dweller, just like they did Joe Biden. So this is what they're learning off of, I guess. Let's go down here to step 2. Democrats understand they must produce an enormous amount of fraudulent votes to steal the election from Trump this year. So now they need President Trump increased his second run for president by 12 million votes. So they have to up that this year. So now that's what we have to keep looking for. And let's get to step number 3 here. Where did it go? Manufacture million of new ghost voters. This is the 3 things that they have said that they are going to try to do this year. So this is the stuff we're going to be having to be watching. And I just have a feeling we're going to have a repeat of 2020 when the votes are going to be stopped. No counting anymore. We're going to do it again tomorrow, just like they did last time. How about you and Gabby with cowgirl hats and the AR-15s in one arm and a chicken in the other? Well, Dennis is full of comedy tonight, isn't he, Vic? Daniel in the house. Where's Daniel? I did not see Daniel. There's Daniel. Hi, Daniel. All right, where we got it? She loves it. Don't tread on the chick. Now we got Dennis being a comedian tonight. What about the big heart with the ribbons and attached to smaller hearts? There you go. All right, now we got Trump with the set of cojones a mile long. At least you got here. Yup. Trump holds his first outdoor rally yesterday, and since an assassination attempt. But did you guys know, and I'm giving stuff away from tomorrow's show, that there was another assassination plot by another American? And they're hunting for him right now. That's on tomorrow's show, guys. So I'll give you a little sneak peek into that. But take a look at this short video of Trump with the cojones going outside for another outdoor rally. Take a look at this.
Former President Donald Trump held his first outdoor rally since the assassination attempt in Pennsylvania last month. The Secret Service installed panes of bulletproof glass as a form of protection as the former president delivered his remarks in Asheboro, North Carolina. The event is part of his counter-programming effort against the Democratic National Convention. The former president encouraged law enforcement to come on stage, shook their hands, and thanked them for their service. His running mate, J.D. Vance, will hold a rally in Georgia tomorrow, the same night Vice President Kamala Harris formally accepts the Democratic nomination. He'll speak at a campaign event in Valdosta focused on immigration. It will be Vance's second trip to the Peach State since former President Trump tapped him as his running mate.
Now, this is what Tina was talking about earlier, when it's a shame he had to go out from the bulletproof glass and he was hugging a woman. I think she passed out. But he came out from behind the bulletproof glass. That man's got a set of. I don't know if I would do that. You know, getting shot, getting this close to your head, to going into your head. I don't know. He got the sack on him that's a mile long, boy. Exactly right, Billy Bob. No matter what. Tina says Minnesota mental health centers have begun voter registration of patients committed for treatment. You believe that shit? I did not see that. I hope that's true. I hope it's not true, Tina. But, no, military takes over election one day. ID required for citizens only. Absolutely. That is the way our election is supposed to be. Citizens only. Not according to the Democrats, though. But Republican veterans in Congress condemned Tim Walz over their military record. And they've done this so many times. But now, and I had to put these two together, 50 GOP military vet lawmakers signed a letter condemning Walz. And I got a video for you on that, so I want you guys to take a look at this real quick. It's a little bit longer, but take a look.
At least 50 Republican members of Congress who are military veterans denounced Democratic vice presidential pick Tim Walz on Wednesday in an open letter, accusing him of having lied about his rank in the Army National Guard and retiring before his battalion deployed. The House and Senate Republican lawmakers were led by Representative Brian Mast, who is a retired U.S. Army Staff Sergeant and chairs Veterans and Military Families for Trump. They blasted out the open record, calling out the governor for his egregious misrepresentations about his military record. You have lied your way through a political career launched on the foundation of a title you did not earn and combat deployments you did not take part in, the lawmakers wrote. To be blunt, when you falsely claim military service that did not happen and abandon your post, you diminish the real sacrifices made by veterans who did serve.
Now, they're exactly right about this. The man is a worthless piece of shit, period. No matter what you say, he is worthless. He should not even be where he's at right now. I don't know if that letter's going to mean a damn thing, but, you know, it doesn't hurt. MAGA said he also heard that Iran had a bounty out on Trump. If they kill Trump, this country will fall into anarchy and mayhem like you've never seen before, and that's what these sick commercials want, or common rats run. Oh, yeah. And I think I have that on tomorrow's too, MAGA. But Iran wants him dead before November. That was what was in their contract. And Tina, yeah, I didn't get it. I haven't got to watch her. But okay, well, first off, we're going to hit with this real quick.
Imagine a storm's brewing, an earthquake's rumbling, or a fire's raging. Disaster can strike anytime, anywhere. It's crucial to be prepared. Step 1. Build an emergency kit. Include essentials like water, food, medicine, and a first aid kit. Remember, it's about survival, not comfort. Step 2. Make a plan. Know your escape routes, meetup points, and how to contact loved ones. Step 3, stay informed. Keep a battery-powered or hand crank radio handy. Knowledge is power, especially during a disaster. Remember, the best offense is a good defense. Equip yourself with the tools to weather any storm. Stay safe, stay prepared. Loop around to step 1 and repeat. Because in the face of disaster, preparedness is key.
That is my Don't Get Dead Disaster Factor tip of the day. And we're going to have so much more of this. I was downloading stuff right before we went live. And that's probably why I screwed up or had my technical difficulty, not paying attention. And for the new one for how to shelter in place and what to do in case you have to shelter in place, that is going to be starting, I think, next week. Right, Dennis? Maggie says, I'm not a fortune teller, but there are so many things that can go sideways before the election and after the election, up to and including World War III here on our own soil. And I have that coming up here and two more articles here. But the first one I want to get into is the DHS watchdogs warn of urgent issue after immigration officials allegedly lose track of unaccompanied children. Now, we talked about this some yesterday and the day before, but I did not realize how many children that have been lost and trafficked around this country. Take a look at this video first, and then we'll get back to it. And I'll tell you the exact number. Take a look at this real quick.
We have breaking news. ABC News has learned the Department of Homeland Security's internal watchdog is saying the U.S. government lost track of thousands of unaccompanied migrant minors released from custody. A new report was sent to Congress today, obtained exclusively by ABC News. It says in the past 5 years, more than 32,000 unaccompanied migrant children failed to appear for their immigration court hearings. It also says Immigration and Customs Enforcement was, quote, not able to account for all of their locations. The DHS Inspector General is now calling on the U.S. to take urgent action to ensure those children's safety.
Okay, before I give you those numbers on those children, here is Dennis's Don't Get Dead Disaster Factor tip. 4 quick items for your 72-hour get-home bag. Better be writing this stuff down. Remember, list after Friday. You got to send me an email with the lists. The first one is the very versatile and useful heavy-duty stainless steel tablespoons. Number 2, a small camp can opener, a camp can opener, not mechanical one. And 6 feet of extra heavy-duty aluminum foil, folded and put into a Ziploc baggie. Number 4, a very loud emergency whistle. Don't forget to keep your list and be the first one to get that list to me, Charlie, and win the big prize. After Friday, you guys got to start sending the list out, and whoever got that list or close to it is going to win the prize, the knife and the book from Dennis. So remember, one more day, and plus tomorrow I'll have the question of the day if I can think of it. And usually I have it already, but I was doing some other stuff today. I was making some shirts for one of our followers, and I had to go. I made some zucchini bread and stuff. Tomorrow morning I got to go get my truck inspected, so I'm going to be running behind tomorrow too. But okay. The numbers are staggering about the children have been gone. I didn't realize this. I thought we were around 86,000 children. I'm wrong. We were at 448,000 children. Unaccompanied children have come into our country. And supposedly they've only lost 32,000 of them. That's a lie. But 448,000 unaccompanied children are in this country. Or somewhere. Ask them where they're at. Ask your representatives where these children are at. This is crazy. Great items, Dennis. Hey, let's get what here. It read it was closer to 291,000. Yeah, Tina, double that. That's unfortunate. But now the last thing that I have on my agenda for tonight is what MAGA was talking about, World War III. And because of the fact we can almost guarantee it's coming to it, and the prize is a brand new bushcraft knife from Dennis. I'm sorry about this. and the 200-plus page survival guide. That is the prize. You guys come up with the list or close to all the things on the list that he's given you. But now World War III Watch is the title of this. Ukraine launches massive kamikaze drone attack in Moscow thanks to U.S. and NATO deep pockets. If you guys can remember, and going back through time, how many times has Putin warned Biden that if he interferes in this war with these weapons and stuff, that he will attack the United States? This is another reason why Dennis and I are giving you these disaster factor tips, because we have never been on the brink of World War III ever so close than we are right now because of the Democrats and Joe Biden's weakness. So on top of everything else, this is why we want you guys to be prepared, because you never know what's going to happen right now. That's why if Trump gets back in office, but we have until January before Trump takes back over. What can happen in that time period? That's a long time for them. Russia can get a nuclear sub within a mile of our shores. They've shown it. They were close to Florida. This is something we cannot let happen. But take a look at this video. It's about 1:42 about the attack Ukraine did against Moscow. And that's their main town. That's their biggest town in Russia, and where everything's at. Take a look.
The war in Ukraine tonight. Russia is now reporting a major drone attack on Moscow. Ian Panel in Ukraine again tonight.
Images of shock and awe in Russia. A cluster bomb attack on Putin's troops struggling to defend their own land. Powerful propaganda from Ukraine, which wants to spread fear and discontent in Russia. Overnight, Ukraine launching at least 45 drones, nearly a dozen aimed at the Russian capital. All were reportedly intercepted. Thousands of Ukrainian troops have poured into Russia, and among them, an American fighter.
What's the resistance like from the Russians? Did you see any?
I saw zero.
These images will likely outrage the Kremlin. Tonight, in an exclusive interview, we meet the US Air Force veteran who's just returned from the battlefield inside Russia.
This has caught everybody by surprise. Clearly, many of the Ukrainians by surprise as well.
We've verified his identity and these images he says he took inside Russia, but aren't naming him over his concerns he could face retaliation.
Don't you have any concerns about the Russian reaction to you going in, other Americans crossing over the border?
They may not like it, but we didn't start this. We're simply helping people, freedom-loving people, against, totalitarian regime.
The US veteran says he went across the border to advise a sniper team and thinks Russia is a spent force.
There's no spirit, there's no courage left. They don't understand what's happening. They feel betrayed by their leaders, and I think they just realize the game is up.
David, the picture here in Ukraine is very different. Ukrainian troops are on the back foot and Russia is advancing in the east. David?
Ian Panel with us again tonight. Thank you, Ian.
So you see this is why we have never been so close to worrying about World War III. And this is something we should not have to worry about in this country. But because of the piece of shit government that we've got right now, we have to worry about it. And yes, all these kids, and I'm not lying to you. I mean, it's right there. And that is a shame. 500,000 children. Yeah, God forgive America for doing this. They allowed this to happen. And they're allowing these kids to be sexually abused and sold for sex trafficking and everything. Using them as sweatshop workers. All on Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's hand. And these people, these idiot liberals, are sitting back there clapping for them while this shit's going on. They're idiots. And I will continue to call them idiots. If you don't like me calling them idiots, go away. That is the scariest part. Yes, it is, Tina. That is the bad part. If Ukraine pushes Putin too far, he'll use the nuclear option. Exactly, Dennis. Because Putin is not right up here. And Trump getting along with Putin is not a bad thing. Trump getting along with all of our enemies is not a bad thing because that keeps them from doing anything. It's not like he's doing any favors for them like Joe Biden. Trump don't get paid by them like Joe Biden. If you do end up dead, make sure that before it happens, you make peace with God through Jesus Christ, because Whether you die tonight or 30 years from now, we will all die. Oh, yes, most definitely. Christ paid the penalty for our sins, and shedding his blood just came exactly right. Because he's a coward, Tammy. Who's a coward? Why the mask? Oh, yeah. He's an undercover dude. And so a lot of people, a lot of FBI agents and stuff that do undercover work, they mask up so they can't be seen. And we have guys like that before do that too. So yeah, some of it, it's not like he's an idiot liberal covering his face because he's embarrassed, but there was stuff behind that. We just tag team with MAGA. But this is the stuff that we're putting up with. And this is why I named the show what I did, because of this reason. Democrats have something up their sleeve. I'm not sure what it is. And look at how close we are to World War III, to becoming into a world war. Never so close into my lifetime, and I'm 56 years old. And we've never seen this kind of threat to our country ever. So, and if some of you are older than me out there, have you ever seen that before? Where's Hunter? He's hiding. He's hiding because he's still into the shit with that tax stuff and his daddy too. But you know, his daddy, he's so mentally gone, they're not going to do anything to him. Every one of those Biden people are going to get off from every bit of crimes they've committed over the numerous amount of years. There's no doubt in my mind whatsoever. They're going to get away with it. But tomorrow night's show is going to be great, guys. I'll give you some tips here, or what I'm going to be going over real quick. I've got like 18 things in here. Oh, nope, I'm wrong one. Okay, here we go. Oh, yes. Kamala Harris is courting women and minorities. Open up, stupid. But the harsh reality is they fared better under Trump. That is one. What else we got? And this is the one that MAGA brought up about Iran wants Trump dead. Oh, yeah, we'll be going over that. Hopefully I'll get some videos with this. Like I said, I got to get my truck inspected tomorrow. So I've got to do that first thing in the morning. So I'm going to do my morning show, run straight to my truck, and head out because I got about a half hour, 45-minute ride to get my truck inspected. Trump gives Obama new monikers after they trashed him at the DNC. Well, who the hell would want somebody like that racist pig Obama talking about your junk? That kind of freaked me out. Oh, yeah, that's what you guys had to heard that. That was gross. Now, the new number that's came back out at the border, 10.1 million encounters. It wasn't only 5 or 6 million just not long ago, but all of a sudden, it went to 10 million. Make that list, guys. Get it to Charlie tomorrow. First best list wins both prizes. Okay, guys, if you got that list, you heard Dennis. Get the list to tomorrow. We'll announce the winner tomorrow. I'll get with Dennis if he's home, if he's on, and find out who comes the closest to getting all the list of the 72-hour pack for your house so you can win these great prizes. I wish I would have wrote that shit down, but that didn't work out for me. All right, that's another thing, but I'll be going over this on my morning show too. But like I said, I've got like 18 things on here. Kamala Harris wants to higher taxes to $5 trillion. I told you that. Arkansas Supreme Court tosses pro-abortion ballot initiative out. Oh, so much stuff going on tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow's Friday. We're going to go out with a bang. Join me in chat tomorrow with all of us, guys. Hunter and Fauci are probably where Byron Worrell says at Gitmo. They need to be in Gitmo there, Madeline. What did I see? Madeline said to Janie. Who's Janie? We got somebody else in here I didn't see. There she is, Janie. I see her. Hi, Janie. Welcome to the show. Unfortunately, I'm 86. This is the very worst. Well, you've definitely seen a lot more than me, and God bless you for being 86 years old, Janie. That is awesome. That is awesome, Janie. My in-laws are 80, and you got them topped by 6 years. That's great. Glad to see you still going well. I hope everything's going well for you. But okay, guys, that's a wrap for tonight. So I hope to see you tomorrow night. But as we're going, I'm going to leave you with this. As we wrap up tonight's episode of the Conservative Viewpoint, I want to leave you with a message of hope and determination. We've discussed the deep state-seated corruption in Washington, D.C., and the challenges we face as a nation. But remember, the power to change our future lies in our hands. We are the backbones of a great country. Our values, our hard work, and our unwavering commitment to freedom and justice are what make America exceptional. It's easy to feel disheartened by the corruption and self-serving agendas of those in power, but we must not lose faith. Every time we stand up for what is right, every time we hold our leaders accountable, we take a step towards reclaiming our government. The upcoming election is a crucial opportunity for us to make our voices heard. Let's support candidates who embody our principles and are dedicated to restoring integrity to our nation's capital. Together, we can drain the swamp and building a government that truly serves the people. Let's stay informed, stay engaged, and most importantly, stay united. Our strength lies and our unity in our shared commitment to the values that define us as conservatives and as Americans. So thank you for joining me tonight. Keep the faith, stay strong, and remember, the fight for our nation's future is far from over. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Good night, and see you tomorrow night, guys. Have a good night.